Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Volcano Block. I want to have just a little bit of a heart-to-heart. I was feeling a bit down in the past couple episodes and I didn't really have much motivation to do anything, and that's why they were kind of lacking, I think. At least that's my opinion. So I want to just bring it up. I have new motivation, I guess. I want to do better videos. I want to be better as a YouTuber. I want to do better, basically. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy today, and if you do, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out. It really gives me more motivation to do stuff. If I see new subscribers coming in, I see comments down below, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. There are a few things that I got from the comments. First of all, the grit vase. I just read that like right now, and this is made with some scorched dirt and some onyx, which is made like this, and that should be enough for us to get one. I don't know if we want more than one of these, but it said we needed mysterious fertilizer. So I don't know how this looks or what it does. So we're gonna put it right here. And okay. So okay. What are you now? I cannot sneak right click on you. I can put a block next. What is this? What do you work? What do you do? It's from Hearthwell. So let's see the Book of the Well. Where are you? Book of the Well. And let me find this and read about it. Here we go, we found it. Breaking trees are special leafless trees that will break blocks placed around it. The grit vase is a special vase that made to hold and grow breaking trees. Okay. So does it say anything else? Okay, to grow a breaking tree, use mysterious fertilizer on a grit vase. You can use up to 5 mysterious fertilizer, and the more you use, the bigger the tree will grow. Breaking trees have a maximum reach of 5 blocks and will emit particles when breaking a block. Breaking trees do not use any energy, but they can neither be stopped at any time, but a tray may be used as a filter to choose which blocks the breaking tree will break. Aim for. Okay, the grit vases that hold breaking trees will drop branches when broken. These are dense branches that are filled with life, so they're an important ingredient in crafting core rafts. They will, however, lose that energy over time. It's not possible to stop these from losing life after they're cut from the tree, not even by stopping the game. Okay, interesting. Okay, so that, I assume, broke that cobblestone. If I place... I don't know how, where... Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, that's cool. So we could possibly do ancient stone with that, but ancient stone isn't really a viable processing option. But what we can't use that for the rock crystals because we have the rock crystal cutter. I don't know if it works with the mysterious dust. What if I break this? What happens? Okay, we get the branches. Liveliness remaining. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so, okay, I don't know if these will explode and I will die, but we'll see. And I got the grit vase back. So what if we do, let's say this, we break this. Grab the dirt and we put it here, and these will just explode in my inventory or something, and we do that. Will you break the mysterious dust is my question. Oh, it's emitting particles. It's probably going to start breaking things that I don't want it to break. Oh no, it's doing the mysterious dust, and it's breaking things that I don't want it to break. Oh, we can flush mysterious dust off with water. Okay, stop. Okay, it broke a trapdoor and it didn't give it to me back. Okay, I gotta fix my mess. Okay, mess has been fixed. So basically these branches just turn lifeless, and I assume they have no use after that, at least not for maybe crafting or anything. But we'll see when we need to use them and when we get to use them or whatever, to see what we actually need to do with the liveliness of the branches, basically. So the mysterious dust can be simply automated by a dispenser and a clock, and we can just trigger it every so often. I don't know if we have any sort of clock or timer. We have probably the hourglass of Britannia, the hovering hourglass. Yeah, but we have to get to Britannia for that. The hourglass of nostalgia just turns the things into ancient stuff, which is not really what we need. So how far is Britannia? It's next chapter, so it's all this. No, okay, that's not gonna happen soon. So we can just do like a hopper timer and trigger this every, let's say, 5 minutes or so. Or just toss a full set of items in a etho hopper clock and just have a patch of mysterious grass, a hopper in the corner, and then just everything flushes into the corner, and that's pretty much it. Let's put our torches back. Possibly not here, possibly here, and I think I had one here. There we go. Okay, so that is the grit vase. I also want to do this, basically, is take our blood extractor, which has a little blood in it, and you can put dark tanks next to it in a crafting window, and it increases the blood supply. So that can help us with gathering blood. I've also, in between episodes, filled this guy up with 10,000 millibuckets of blood, so we can use that for crafting. And the next thing that I want to make, which was also in the comments, is these. These are light collectors. I don't know if we need more than one, but I'm going to craft 4 because we can. And I'm going to put them somewhere where we have some espata. Probably just like here. Let's just see what happens. Like that. I think they just collect light. I don't know if it's from nearby blocks or if it's just by being in the world. I can find them probably in the Book of the Well again to see what they do. So collecting light, craft a light collector block and place it on the ground. If it's illuminated by the sun, it will slowly collect light and trap it inside, becoming charged and emitting light. After it is charged, you can break it to get the imprisoned light. Then you can place the light collector block again to restart the process. Okay, we can probably detect that change with an observer and just break it with a piston, probably. If you need to, you may right-click a light collector with an imprisoned light to automatically charge it, expending the imprisoned light. Okay, you can do this to all light collectors, even in dark environments with no direct access to the sky. Okay, so these are getting slowly lit up. I don't know if the observer would detect every change. We'd have to test that out, probably. But I am also in here. Are you finished? You're pretty much finished. Burning through my fuel. I made some diamonds, made some more nether quartz, because we're probably going to need some observers and stuff. So that is really cool. Let's toss these things away. I also made this brackish stone, which is just cobblestone and a shard of the sacred land, and then you smelt that to get the white brackish stone, which was used for the light collectors. Okay, I also have this. Wait, no, not J. This claim chunks. I have everything chunk loaded. So this was running over the weekend, and we have insane amounts of cobblestone now, which is really cool. And we also have a bunch of crops. So that's going to be really cool for making more primordium. And I have this ghetto trash can here with an item nullifier. I would also probably change the farms once we get to integrated dynamics, because then we can just have everything filtered into like a hopper there, and then we can extract it through tunnels and put it into a main storage system. And we can probably just raise this base up, or at least build above this base and use this as like a cabling area and then build everything above it, basically. I think that's going to be pretty cool. So what I probably will do is in between episodes, I will raise this for, let's say, 3 blocks in between, and then this will be our next floor, just so we have enough space to walk around and place cables like we normally do in our bases, basically. So that is going to be pretty cool, I think. And then we can actually make proper farms, or larger farms even. I'm probably going to go and see if I can figure out the straw golems and how much of a range they have, because they reach quite far. And I can probably do like 4 times of this farm, I guess. And if we do void filters on these barrels, because we're going to get ender pearls soon, we can just leave this running with overflow protection and not worry about it. Now, let's get to actual progression. We need Promise of Tenacity 1, which is going to be a spider eye, an iron promise acceptor, which is a block of iron with 10,000 blood. So let's just get that going. I think the process is pretty fast, and I don't know why the scroll wheeling doesn't work properly, but that's okay. So we need a block of iron with 10,000 bloodses, like that. Okay, that's going to take a moment, sure. So then we need a spider eye, not a problem. We need a filled bowl of empty promises to be put and made into a bowl of promises, which is going to be another 5,000 blood. So I'll get that in a moment from our spider spawner. And then we need this to be 2 dark crushed dark gems and a bowl of empty promises, which is dark power gems, which are also in the blood infuser with some dark gems. And I don't know how many dark gems do I have to my name. I have 8. That's going to be enough. So we need 2 crushed, which I assume we can just put in the rotary grinder. Yeah. Okay, so let's put 2 in here, which is the promise. And then we need 3 to be put in here with some more blood, which we can do just like that. And that should be plenty for what we need to do with those. 3? Ah, this is the input slot. This is the blood input slot. Okay. And then there's upgrades for the blood infuser, which is really cool as well. So let me just farm up 5,000 blood and we can craft the Promise of Tenacity 1. I have 5,000 blood in said blood infuser in the back there, so we can take our dark power gems and make a bowl of empty promises, and I should have the 2 crush gems right here. And then we can turn those with the bowl into a bowl, filled bowl of empty promises, and we take this and blood infuse it. I think 5,000 blood. No, filled bowl of empty promises, blood 5,000. Oh yeah, it's working. It's just slow. Okay. And we have a bowl of promises of strength 0. Now we can take this plus a spider eye, which we have quite a bit of. Like so, and we would get a Promise of Tenacity 1, which is machine tier upgrade, also usable for lower tier recipes, tank capacity ×2. So we can put this in our blood infuser, and it's a Promise of Tenacity 1 upgrade. Really cool. And here we get condensed blood, and also a tracer board. I'm just going to take the gears until we fill up a spawner with gears, and then I'm going to take the next thing. Whoops, we grabbed everything out. We need the soul spider, and then give you the... Okay, so you shift right click all the upgrades on. Okay, gotcha. Stop clicking all the wrong things. Give me those. Bam, bam, and bam. Okay, so next order of business is the 4 ember crystals, which is to go into embers, but we need to go into the Zora stuff, not Zora stuff, but we need to get into Camonite if we want to go embers. But I think we're going to go just for the Soul Book of Enderman, just so we can get to integrated dynamics, so we can get actual cables. So Soul Book of Enderman is going to be another book and an Ender Dust. So let me get those ready. This is going to make us a Soul Book, and we should have Enderman souls somewhere here. We have 1 Enderman essence. Wow. Okay. Enderman souls. I don't know how you fill up the book other than getting more essence from the whatchamacallit, from the fossils. I don't know if you can fill it up any other way than that. Let's get the gears on here, and we need to get an ender pearl next. So we need to basically take the spawner and put the soul of the Enderman in here. But I want to kind of get more of the souls. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some coarse dirt, which I can grab, let's say half a stack of gravel, like so, and then a stack of dirt, and we can turn this into some coarse dirt. I just want a stack, which should be exactly that. Yeah, there we go. And we need to run this through the atomic reconstructor, reshaper thingy. So we're just going to do that, let it go. And we're going to get ourselves the different types of fossils. I'm just going to wait for this to fully process, and we can get some more Enderman essence, and then we're going to farm some. All right, I set up the Enderman spawner. I'm just going to leave it on for a moment just so we spawn a few more, but I got my first Ender Pearl, and we also got Ender Bones. So I was wondering if you needed the fossils to get all that Ender Dust and all that. You can turn Ender Bones into Ender Bone chunks, which eventually you can just do this, and let's see, you get more Enderman S's, for example. That was perfect. And we can toss that in to get more Enderman, basically. So I assume in the long run you get more Enderman essence then you spawn Enderman, basically. I don't want you to go into that water, because then you're just gonna start teleporting around. Hello, where did you go? I need you to be mad at me too. Go. Nope, stop. Okay, come on, you can do it. There we go, we got into our routine. That guy looks like he has strength. Oh, now you're mad. And now you're dead. Nice. Okay. So with Ender Pearls, we can now get ourselves a condensed blood from this quest. And then we can, I presume, upgrade to this, which is, again, going to be more dark gems, because 2 of them need to be crushed to make a filled bowl. And then we need to put that with the Promise of Tenacity. We need a bowl of strength 1 or 3. So, okay, we just need to put the filled blood of empty promises with the Promise of Tenacity 1 to get the strength 1, basically. So I think I have enough dark gems to get this done. We just need to toss them in here. I'm currently crushing a bunch of cobblestone for some more gravel, because we can use that to get more fossils if we need to. With the dirt that we have, basically. I'm also reshaping some more ores, so we need these. And I can process these in the grinder to get 2 dark gems as well. So what we're gonna do is just toss you in here and toss this in there, and that should process properly. We got 2 are crushed, and then this is gonna get us some more. Wonderful. And I love that this bowl of empty promises is reusable, so you don't have to use 3 dark gems every time. That would be kind of annoying. So now we need more blood. I don't think I have enough. I might have. I have enough. Wonderful. So that's gonna process, get us the next filled bowl, and we can use an ender pearl and a gold promise acceptor, which is 40,000 blood with a gold block. That is a full blood infuser. Okay, time to farm some endermen apparently. To get us some more ender pearls, and I can probably just fill this guy up a couple of times. I can also make some more dark tanks if I wanted to, which is just 2 dark gems, 2 iron, and a glass. Since dark gems aren't really a hot commodity, if that's the right term, I want to just farm the enderman, and I'm just going to be constantly tossing that in there until we have the full thing. But this is pretty much done. So yeah, farming more blood and getting that filled up. In a few moments, we should have our gold thingy-mabob for the Promise of Tenacity 2. Gold thingy-mabob being Gold Promise Acceptor, that's the word. And that should get us another Dark Tank, which it will increase another time our Blood Extractor, which is going to be really, really nice to hold a bit more blood. So are you going to complete? One more tick, I think. Come on, you can do it. I believe. There we go. Gold Promise of Tenacity. Wonderful. I think I can do this in here as well. Yeah. Promise of Tenacity 2. That's going to give us a quest. We can toss you in here. Do we just replace it? Okay, we do replace it. And now it's a machine tier upgrade, also usable for lower tier recipes. Okay, tank capacity ×4. And we can use Colossal Blood Chest, Sanguinary Environmental Acceptor, Spirit Furnace, Chest, Blood Chest, Item Repairing. Ooh. Okay, and that's a Blood Infusion Core, which is Dark Gem with the Hardened Blood. So the Dark Gem is just some blood with the Dark Gem. Can we get just another Dark Gem? I think I have one more. Well, I have a couple more. Do I have any more blood? I think I do in here. Just cook me one of those up in a moment. We can accept more condensed blood and another Dark Tank, so let's toss that in there. And now we are at the Mineral Sapling stage, which is really cool. So Undead Saplings is going to be a dead bush, which is shears and all that to get ourselves a Mineral Sapling. Firstly, I want to check out this dark blood chest thingy-mabob. So that's just wood. Is it Zora wood? Or is it, no, it's just any wood. Okay, that can be done. So let's grab that, blood chest. Nice. What do? We can toss, it said, Colossal blood chest. Okay, Colossal. This Colossal blood chest. So that's a blood infusion core and reinforced undead planks, which we don't have. So we need another blood infusion core. Well, this repairs items though, with blood. Does it work on anything? Oh, it works on regular stuff, not the tetra stuff. But we can repair a diamond wand for blood, apparently. What if I grab a bit of blood from here, toss it in here? So that's drawing blood to repair this. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, I like it. I'll take it. I'll not use up my diamond wand, and then we can just repair it with blood, because eventually we're gonna automate farming blood anyway. But that is pretty sick and pretty cool. Okay, I'm not sad I made this. At first I was a little sad because I used my dark gems, but it is all good. Let's toss you right here, and you can chill and be amazing. Okay, so as for the mineral sapling goes, we need some regular saplings with some shears. I have a chest here with my tools now because my inventory was getting so clogged up with everything. Let's also take this dark tank and our blood extractor and upgrade it to 37,000 millibuckets, so 37 buckets, which is really cool. And then shears and some saplings. I have some of them here. We can just take a couple like so and make dead bushes. And then we take those and toss them in here with some blood, which I do have. It's really weird because you can't actually see, but that makes undead saplings for 2,000 blood. Okay, I had enough for one. Wonderful. And I assume I can just grow this as a tree and it will get us undead planks. So let's toss you in here. And as you can see, I've been starting to upgrade the base. I've been using these Zen saplings to make some Zen wood, which then turns into Zen in a heat sawmill. And the Zen I combined with some cobblestone to make Zenstone. And I just started building a 5x5 thing, or a 5 wide Zenstone thing. And we're going to increase the base in this direction. And last time when I was increasing the platform for this part, I was placing stone bricks and then placing water to turn the bottom into obsidian so I wouldn't lose the stone bricks. But now we have so much cobble and everything, and I think it's just easier to repair a pickaxe with a couple diamonds and 2 iron, and just turn this layer into obsidian, vein mine it. If it drops on the floor, it drops on the floor. If I stand back a little bit, it should drop to me, kind of, so we at least get a little bit of it, but the rest will drop on the floor and turn back into obsidian on the bottom, and that should be just an easier way to get rid of that. But I will be basically doing that in between episodes and also building the next layer, because I need to farm up some more Zen, and I'm going to do that manually pretty much in between episodes. That Undead tree is really huge. So basically, I expanded, if we press F3G, I expanded as far as I can with the chunk loading, basically, of our 5x5 area, I believe, of chunks. So that's 25 chunks. So that's pretty cool. All right, back to Undead Saplings. So let's just harvest you. I assume that's how you work. Do you give me more blood saplings? You do not. You give me dead bushes. Okay, so I need to farm more blood if we want to harvest more undead wood. And the undead wood can be turned into undead planks with the heat sawmill. And any other uses, we can process it for blood in a squeezer. So that's a way to automate blood. And I think that's a server restart. Before I was so rudely interrupted, we were talking about undead planks, and we can turn those, we can make those with the heat sawmill, and then we can make blood out of the undead log. But I actually needed the undead sapling to turn into a mineral sapling with liquid souls, which is soul dust, or actually just the mysterious dust block in the thing. So what I'll do is I'll turn on my Enderman spawner for a little bit, grab some more Enderman just so we get a tiny bit more blood. We can grab ourselves a mysterious dust block, toss it down here, and that should turn into the liquid souls. I'm going to farm up another 2,000 blood, get another undead sapling, and we can make ourselves our first mineral sapling. I made 2 undead saplings. Apparently, oh, it broke the fence post, cobble wall, that guy. I don't know why it scroll wheels into my inventory and not into my hotbar. That is a little bit weird, but it connected to the water kind of, and it didn't ruin my base, which is really cool. So with that, we can get ourselves a mineral sapling. Wonderful. So that is chapter 3 here, and we get 4 more mineral saplings for this. And the next thing we need to make is a storage terminal, which is going to require a bit of glowstone, and glowstone is gotten by taking these imprisoned lights, which we get by breaking these, which I've been doing a little bit. And we can probably automate this as well. With some dispensers probably can place it, or there's some block placers I think in the mod here. But we can take one of these and we can drop it under a crushing block and get ourselves a glowstone dust. We can also turn it into sunflowers with flour. Can we make regular flour in the grinder? Oh, that's gonna be amazing to get yellow dye for other stuff. Okay, and the algorithm separator gets us stone dust and glowstone. But that's basically just our source of glowstone for the moment. So we're going to take those and our crushing block. We're going to do that. Boom. That's just 4 glowstone from 12 of those? Really? It said turns into 1 glowstone. I was expecting 12. Interesting. All right. You kind of suck, I guess. Or at least a bit bad. Will you give me 1? Weird. Okay. I don't know if that was a bug or anything, but we got chipped. We got gypped out of 8 glowstone. Okay. So to get to the storage terminal, we need some minerals. So I'm going to grow some mineral trees and farm those up until we have enough to do what we need to do to progress. I believe I have everything ready for the storage terminal. We need some input variable transformers, which I'm just going to shift click just so we can get enough like that. We get 32, and we need some output variables, which are just some regular pistons and some sticky pistons. So we need a few more of these variable cards. So let's just get those going. so we can get the rest of the output. And then we need a display panel, which is just an output one, and 2 static light panels, which are mineral butters and output and redstone. So let's grab some of that. So we were here, 2 of these, and those should turn into a display panel, and a display panel should turn into a storage terminal. And this is visually interact with the ingredients stored in the network, basically. So that gets us here. And we get some logic cables, some item interfaces, a wrench, a book, and a structured crafter, which we're going to check out later. But that's basically integrated dynamics. And if we want to continue here, we need to get into embers to progress towards the calculator mod. We also need to progress evilcraft to get to the calculator from the other side, basically. All right, so the storage terminal is going to be really neat. I'm probably going to move. I don't know if this has a crafting thing or if it's just a visual interactor. So I believe these attach to items here in the network. We're going to craft some more of those. I think it's interface is what it was called. Item interface. So that's mineral chunks and a chest. Not a problem. We have, can I use stone chests? Yeah, I can. So let's grab a couple stacks of cobble and not do that, but we can grab ourselves some cobble parts. And let's grab 1, 2, 3 more stacks. Let's just do that and that. And then we can do uses, cobble chest, and we can turn that and some more mineral chunks into 4 more item interfaces. And we can, this one's pretty much empty. I don't know why it has string inside, but that's okay. And we can toss it like that. And then we need 1 more on the top. So let's just get another set of these, like so. And then I believe we just connect these with piping, like so. And then we can add this, right? I don't know if it, oh, item crafting. We can do AZ, sort order, item ID, or item amount. So let's do item amount descending so we can see what we have the most of, which is really cool. All right, I like it. I'm down, I'm on board with that. Okay, and you can tab between crafting and all that, so we don't really need anything else. And here we can also do item amount. So if I want, let's say, a piston, right? Since we don't have any, we're missing cobblestone. So we would need to add a piping network to here. And we can do, this is gonna be an ugly mess, but it is an ugly mess. And we can see we have 13,000 cobblestone, and we can then click a piston. This is amazing. It's basically AE2, but without power, kind of. And we can toss it in. I don't know how these work, if there's a priority. There is. Interface channel priority, we can save that much. So I don't know where my piston went. We can find it probably like this by doing piston, just to see where it went. It went into the chest here. Okay, so we can just specify basically probably as well. Can we... I don't know if we can actually filter on each of these item ID tools or item interfaces, but what we'll do basically is the things that we have the most of, at least, we're going to put into the barrels from this barrel drum storage and more, and we're probably going to put the barrels into a shipping container just so we can get rid of the need of having a giant wall of wooden crates, and then we can probably just smack 1 item interface on that and not worry about it whatsoever. So we can just basically take all of our lapis blocks, all of our redstone blocks and all that, and put each one of those in the drawers and or in these crates. And basically also all of these are going to be separated into crates and put into the shipping bin. So we're just going to need to farm a bunch of crystallized mineral, which we can farm through the mechanical squeezer. And we can also make a generator, or I don't know how we actually get power, but not add. We need a squeezer. So this says squeezes, flattens, and crushes using energy. And if we look, generator, is there anything, is the carbon dioxide generator? There's a redstone extractor. So do you need to get into a calculator before you can do that? Because this is disabled, and I don't know how we get power other than this. Because this says redstone extractor generates 80 RF. This generates 160 RF. There's a starch extractor, there's an analyzing chamber, but that all requires the calculator mod. So I don't know exactly how we get into power. Was RF? if I search for this, energy batteries, Rutherfordium, Gibbs toil. Like, I have no idea. So if you have any sort of idea on how I get a generator, drop down in the comments and I'll check it out. And hope we can get something before we have to get to calculator. But probably calculator, I think. I would say that much, because that's how the progression goes, basically. So yeah. Let me see how much time we have left for today and see if we can get something else done. If not, we're gonna end the episode off and I'm gonna build the platform in between episodes and we can start actually putting permanent automation, sort of semi like this. Now that we have piping, I'm gonna probably set up, if I can, with these guys, with the grit vases, an automatic, at least, or semi-automatic, I guess, mineral farm, because we need crystallized mineral for all the things, piping and all that. So if we look at pipe, is it pipe or is it cable? It's cable. Because cables are just lots of crystallized mineral for 3 cable. It's 6, and sticks and redstone. So that's gonna require quite a bit of this stuff. And if we cannot process until we get RF, which is calculator, we're just not gonna have a fun time, I guess. So yeah. Let me check out the time and let's see where we go from here. It is actually the perfect time to end off the episode. So with that, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for the lovely support. And if you do enjoy these videos, drop down a like. And also you can subscribe if you're new. You can support me on Patreon as well. This is still running on the Patreon server. So if you want to join me, $5 is all you need. And you can play here or on the vanilla server. And I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great one. Bye-bye.